So finally, the rain is over, and now I can speak. See, I get to be asked this question so many times. By the way, my name is Oscar. For those guys who haven't known, welcome back, and welcome to those new subscribers. And those people who actually are not subscribed, just make sure you subscribe because you're gonna get a good content, of course. So I get to be asked this question so many times, and when I tell them like I'm an elective doctor or I'm an elective student, I hate that name though. They kind of have to ask you like, what is that? And some people don't know them. Like they don't understand the real meaning of elective doctor or elective student as others that they call. So today I'm going to be explaining that, and I'm going to be telling you what happens when you study abroad, especially for those people who are actually Tanzanians. And there are so many people who are actually Tanzanians, and they are so hyped for going to study abroad. Of course, there's a good thing and there's a bad thing about it, which I've made a video of that, so you should just check the link over here and you'll know the pros and cons. So I'm going to be telling you first what happens to that. Now, for those guys who didn't know, if you actually want to study MBBS or medicine abroad, you have to know that there are some consequences, because today I'm going to be talking about the consequence that you're going to be facing. There's no pros here, there's no cons. So if you're here for the pros and cons, please check that video, because I'm just trying to make clear things here, because I get this question so many times. Are you a doctor or something, or are you a specialist, or what are you? Like, that question has come so many times, and right now I just have to clear the elective shit out of this place. So the first thing is when you study abroad and you're actually studying MBBS or you're studying medicine, you'll have to go through the 5 years. Now those 5 years you'll be studying only medicine. Depends on the place that you're studying, because sometimes you might go to a place where they're not using English, so you have to go through the first year and you have to study their language. Probably you might not even use it unless you are there on their side, on their country. If you come back to your country, you're never going to use it. So that's the bad thing also, but it's a good thing because you're getting something new. Now when you study those 5 years, you're going to be done with your MBBS or medicine. But when you come back to your country, especially for Tanzania, I'm going to talk specifically direction to the Tanzanian part, you have to pass through 1 year of internship. Now there is this challenge because we have different rules, because for those guys who studied, maybe for example in my country, they studied medicine in my country, they'll have to apply for internship on this country. For example, they'll apply here. Now when they're applying, it's not them who are applying for the internship, it is the university that is helping them to apply. Now when the university helps you to apply for your internship, and then you'll be able to go through directly to internship in Tanzania. But if it is personally, you're the one who's applying for internship here in Tanzania, you have to submit your certificates, and that's why there's another video I'll be making to verify that. Now, so you have to know that after you finish your 5 years and then you come back here, or you probably want to continue with your studies here and you didn't study MBBS or MD medicine in Tanzania, that's the consequence. So when you're on the 5th year, you're done, you come here with the 6th year. On the 6th year, sorry, you first have to go to a rotation. Like here in our country, they don't call it internship, they call it something called elective, and that's what people don't know about it. And so many people go like, it's not a fraud thing, but they really don't know when you're actually finishing whatsoever you're like advanced level classes, and you don't know about that. So you end up going like studying abroad, and I personally didn't know about it. If I knew about it, I don't know, would I ever even go for this? I think I would, of course, but that's a 1 year expensive shit. Would I? I don't know. So that's the thing, like after you finish, you're coming back here, or you are here actually, so you have to go through the 1 year of internship, they call it, if it was for abroad, but here they call it elective. So that's different places. Some hospitals, they tend to call it elective students, which doesn't make sense, because if you are actually a student, that means you're on the first year until the 5th year, that's when you're a student. But on the 6th year, you're no longer a student. So I don't know why do they call it elective student for their reasons. I like it when they say elective doctor. It sounds a little bit interesting, personally. So I think to make this thing clear, it's the 6th year, that's where you are becoming elective. Then after that you'll finish, and then you can apply officially. Of course, even the first one was officially. You can apply again for internship. That's when you'll be considered. After you finish internship, that's when you are registered, like a registered doctor. So for those who have been like wandering around what is elective, whatsoever you're seeing on the internet, or you see like people asking others, like, or asking someone elective student or elective doctor and something like that, that is just after you finish your studies abroad. That's when, if you come back to this country, I'm not sure about the other countries, please, I'm not sure about the other countries, but they will have this tendency of because of the difference in different in rules, because here, like as I told you before, so you end up being called an elective. So you're gonna pass through that. I think for medicine, our medicine part, you pass through it in 1 year. I haven't figured out about pharmacy. Does it happen the same way, or other courses, lab, who have actually studied abroad? I'm still working on that. If I get the confirmation on the news of that, I want to be telling you right here. So be sure to subscribe. So there's something coming up for you. And anything else I want to tell you is it really important to study abroad? That's another big question, another big topic. Personally, I think if there is no any necessity, yeah, just study in your country. If there isn't any necessity, especially for those who are coming from Pakistan, those Asian countries, forget about Bali. I don't know about that. But for people like Pakistan, Afghanistan, India, like in African, like Nigeria somehow, and in Congo, I don't advise that. But in South Africa, Egypt, Cuba, there somewhere outside of Africa also, like those countries, if you're from those countries and you really want to study medicine and you're not allowed in your country, you may go to study abroad. But for instance, if you are not having those complications, or if you are to study in your country and you're eligible to study in your country, for God's sake, please just stay calm, get your nuts down and study in your country. That's for sure. I know there's some people on the internet trying to promote like studying abroad and stuff, but trust me, I'm not saying that I had a bad experience. I had the best experience, of course, but yes, I want to advise you this: stay in your country, stay calm, and it's not because of the corona and shit. It is the truth. It's hard to swallow, but you just have to know it. Like, if you're eligible to study in your country for whatsoever cause you wanna study, and you can study in your country, just stay calm, study in your country, focus, do something for yourself, something good. But if you can't, of course, then find another option. If you really want to pursue that, then I think you should go for that and just go and study. So I think that's what I wanted to do today, and I think this video is going to be very short. Yeah, that's it, guys, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. There'll be more information coming up about if other causes also get this kind of complication, and if I get the information, I want to let you know. Until next time, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. It was very short and very informative, and if you have any question about this issue of studying abroad and stuff, though so many people promoting, I've seen so many advertisements on the internet, for God's sake. Only if those people knew what they're doing. I'm sure they don't know what they're doing, but only those people who actually are going to apply for that, what is happening. And for real, like, if you really don't know the universities you're applying, do a lot of research about the university you're going to study, because those agents you see out there, they're just out for your money. There's nothing like scholarship that is good out there. Like, most of the scholarships that you see that you're trying to look for, they're going to use universities which you're really not liking. So until then, peace out. Bye.